Greetings.
And welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
That's Pete.
And that is Brady over there. And we're here to review Spider-Man, A Brand New Day.
It's just brand new day. It's not a brand new day.
Well, every day's a brand new day.
Yeah, I can't argue. I've got no... There's no way of poking a hole in that. Mm-hmm. It is every day is a brand new day. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well...
I'm so ready to debate with you.
Let's get into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's crack into some fresh impressions.
Okay. Fresh impressions?
I don't know why I said fresh, but initial.
Initial impressions? First impressions. Our first
yes.
initial,
yes.
the inaugural impressions. Should I just drop my bomb?
Do it.
Okay. This is the part that I know this is where we're going to debate.
Sure.
This will be the meat of this episode. This is what's going to make this episode run longer than it probably should.
Sure.
I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that of the Tom Holland era Spider-Man movies, this is the best one.
Okay.
And the reason I know that,
okay,
without a shadow of a doubt, the reason why I don't actually have to put much thought into that,
sure,
is because this is the best live-action Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
This is this is the best live-action Spider-Man movie we've gotten.
Right.
In multiple ways, in more way than one. There is officially more acting prowess shown by Tom Holland than there is either Toby or Andrew.
Sure. And you could argue sign of the times.
Right. Like Toby's performances they don't hold up.
But it's the 2000s, you know. But it is.
But they don't hold up.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
In the same way that like in the 2000s, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine performances still hold up.
Sure.
Toby's, it's campy as hell.
Okay.
And I've always been a big, yes, there's issues with those movies, but I've always been a big Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man guy.
Yep.
Tom is now better, is now a better, he's been a better Spider-Man now than either Toby or Andrew.
That's a hot take.
And this movie's better than No Way Home.
Wow.
This is a better movie than No Way Home.
Seriously?
Through and through.
Wow.
Through and through.
Scorching.
What are your thoughts?
I think this movie has a lot of good things.
Oh, God.
I think there's some things that there's maybe some missed potential.
Okay.
I'm not sure that this is the most attainable Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. There's a lot of, for me, seemed like MCU slop mixed in. And I think it's a little too long. But it was a good movie overall. And I did like that we get a little bit of vibe of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man back, because I too think Tom Holland might be the best Spider-Man we've ever seen. And I really liked the return to the core of what we felt in the first of his movies. That was kind of, let's get back from outer space. Let's focus on what we're doing here on Earth.
Right.
In Brooklyn.
Okay.
I would say this might be the poor man's Spider-Man 2. The poor man's Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2.
Meaning?
Like if you want a better movie about Spider-Man feeling conflicted and feeling isolated, Spider-Man 2 maybe does a little bit better, but this is a fresher lens on what they tried to do in Spider-Man 2.
I don't know I should have been taking notes because I don't know where to start. Spider-Man 2 does a better job of showing Peter Parker being isolated than a film where literally nobody knows who the fuck he is. No one knows Peter Parker exists. What?
Let's get into that now, because that's an initial impression. I think it was a good ish film.
Yeah.
I think that a film where you have, I'm going to say this sarcastically, a film where...
I assume everything you've said up until this point has been done so sarcastically.
I think it's odd that in a film that is so to the point of we want to see Tom Holland, we want to see Peter Parker in such emotional layer that we've not really seen to this point. You're right. He's been isolated. He's conflicted if he wants to be Spider-Man, all these things. This is the most conflicted we've seen him in the 4 films of Tom Holland.
Right.
And yet we choose to give as much juice and airtime to Sadie Sink.
Sadie Sink.
The
villain of the film.
Yes, the villain, not the protagonist. Like, I thought that it was weird that in the crux of the movie, we gave so much screen time and airtime to her that at times it felt like, and we're just going to swish under the rug the stuff that's happening with MJ and just kind of put it in as filler instead of really letting that be the crux of what we need to focus our screen time on.
We've got like 5 massive sequences that are all about, we're constantly doing relationship stuff.
Sure. And I'm just saying, then why fill in the filler stuff? That's all I would say.
It's not filler. It's the villain and the villain's motivations.
For sure.
And the villain's horrible actions. And, by the way, the introduction of not only the first X-Men into the MCU, but Jean Grey.
Oh, I didn't realize. Is this an X-Men movie?
No, but
that's all I'm saying. In a Spider-Man centric movie, I don't care if it's Santa Claus being introduced to us or Moses parting the Red Sea. I'm happy that it's an interesting villain, but I don't need the juice and the screen time.
So you'd rather a villain that you hardly see and has no...
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, we've seen Doc Ock, for example.
Right.
Was a multi-layered villain to a degree. He's not just a one-dimensional monster.
I mean, what are his motivations? Just that
the love of his wife and consumed by
his motivations for his wrongdoings is the fact that there's an AI that's controlling him and making him evil.
Sure.
That's it.
Well,
because as soon as Tom Holland fixes the inhibitor chip, he's a good guy again. He's good Doc Ock.
That's fair. Yeah.
Right? There's actually no motivation.
Right.
There's no motivation for Doc Ock aside from now I'm a bad guy. Same with Green Goblin. The shit got in me, and sometimes it takes over. Now I'm a bad guy.
Yeah. I think I'm not arguing that Sadie was not necessary to have layers. I'm just not sure we needed to hit pause and focus so much time on her exclusively. That's all I'm saying. That's all I will say.
Okay.
I'm curious what the sell was for her to her agent. Were they truly like, hey, you know 11 from Stranger Things, would you like to play a version of her
do not shit talk Jean Grey. You are going to get us so canceled.
It was a little bit like, hey, you know Stranger Things. A lot of your audience knows Stranger Things. Do you want to just do like a rendition of what we've just seen in 11 do? That just from an outsider looking in.
But I mean, it's Jean Grey.
Sure. And I'm just saying,
I will be putting Pete's home address
and personal phone number.
Please send all bomb threats, because I know they're coming, to his house.
And I think that's what I'm also saying is to the importance of us knowing who she is from another universe just makes it not accessible to all Spider-Man fans. People who just want to see a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to need to know about the greater MCU or X-Men.
Because not knowing who Jean Grey is doesn't have any bearings on this film. This film tells you everything you need to know about her.
I think that a lot of people,
for the purposes of this film,
felt more oomph saying, ooh, I know who that is, versus me, the layperson, going, I don't really know who that is, nor do I care. Just from like a greater MCU. Right, but
did you know X-Men. How well versed are you in Spider-Man outside of the live action movies?
I would say minimal.
Right, so... in the last one, the last one's not a good example because they were all villains we'd seen before.
Yep.
But when Michael Keaton shows up at Vulture, you're like, who the fuck's this dude?
It's true.
When Jake Gyllenhaal shows up as Mysterio, you're not like, holy shit, it's Mysterio. You're like, who the hell's this dude?
Right. Yeah.
right? So I mean, same with Thanos, right? Like you could use the same logic to go, Thanos is a shitty villain because I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
And so how's anyone supposed to? I think the counter argument to what you're saying here is that like at a time where, the MCU has been like. So we've been rewatching the Infinity Saga with my mom.
Nice.
Last night we watched Endgame.
Oh wow.
So like we're done the Infinity Saga now.
You're in the heat of
barring the like weird gray area that Spider-Man Far From Home falls in.
Yeah.
But and now we're post Endgame and continuing.
Yep.
But in the Infinity Saga, everything for the most part, if not right at the beginning, eventually felt very interconnected. Felt like these things were all happening in the same universe, and there was a cohesive through line here. Since Endgame, one of the biggest complaints of fans of the MCU has been, where's the through line? Right, you've got Eternals where the Celestials are popping up in the ocean, and you've got the shit going on with Shang-Chi, and you've got the Loki series, and it seems like there's 4 different explanations for how multiverses and time travel work, and none of those seem to agree with each other. And this is not actually it hasn't felt
cohesive,
connected.
Yeah.
The cinematic universe has just felt like a collection of one-off films. This film feels very much connected to the MCU, feels very much connected to the world at large. However, I would say maybe this film's not a great jumping off point for anyone.
Sure.
But really only because I would say the only prerequisite for this film is No Way Home, because you kind of have to go, wait, why does nobody know who he is?
Sure.
And I know they kind of do a little bit of, he's got a couple lines that are like, you know, he reads the letter, right? Which is technically an exposition dump.
Yeah.
But it would still feel jarring jumping in here.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the sin of a shared cinematic universe.
Sure.
Right? That is always going to be the case.
Yep.
And I don't want, as someone who is keeping up, I don't want it to become so confusing that like if you're jumping in, you have to go back and now watch 40 films.
Sure.
Because then no one's going to jump in.
No.
But I also don't want each show and each experience to feel like, so this is the MCU. This guy was bitten by a spider at one point.
There has to be some.
There used to be a guy named Tony Stark, right? Like I don't want that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, here is why.
Okay.
Much of the world does not agree on your. It's good but not great, or great but not amazing.
Sure.
On Rotten Tomatoes, Spider-Man: Brand New Day has a critic score of 90. It has an audience score of 98.
Wow.
Spider-Man. So the previews for this, right? Like it comes out on a Friday, but really the first showings are a Thursday.
Sure. Yeah.
Broke the record for the world's largest Thursday previews.
Yeah.
Previously held by Endgame was $60 million on preview day.
Jeez.
Spider-Man Brand New Day came in at $72 million. It beat it by $12 million. That's big.
I'm just like, there's got to be a meme of just somehow representing Sony just cashing in the absolute cash cow on Spider-Man, just owning it as an enterprise. Like, it's nuts.
The next day, Friday, which is technically opening day, was a record also held by Endgame.
Okay.
With $157.4 million. Spider-Man Brand New Day did 168. So biggest opening Thursday.
Yep.
Biggest opening Friday.
It's nuts.
A record that was never going to be beaten. ever, because it was monstrous when this record was set, where on opening weekend, the domestic box office for Endgame was $357 million. Just domestic. It did over a third of $1 billion in its opening weekend. Beating the previous record by like $100 million, right? Like,
yeah, it's just blowing.
It wasn't just that it broke. It wasn't just that Endgame had broken that record.
Sure.
It had shattered it and put itself in a position where it seemed really unlikely that that record was ever going to be broken.
That's nuts.
Spider-Man beat it by $3 million, which is not a huge margin,
Still,
but it beat it.
Yeah.
$360 million. It is the fastest movie to reach 400 million domestically. It did it in only 4 days.
That's nuts. Yeah.
It had the biggest Monday ever with $47 million.
Yeah.
Beating Black Panther.
Huh. Interesting.
It has the biggest ever Tuesday with 42 million.
I mean, I'm not saying that's reaching. It's so funny that there's such specific stats. Of
it was the most watched movie trailer in its first 24 hours. With 718 million views.
I think that's the most interesting to me.
Nearly twice the previous record.
That's interesting to me. What was the record? Endgame? Or I'm curious what the trailer was.
I'm not sure.
That'd be interesting.
First movie trailer to surpass 1 billion views, reaching 1.1 within 4 days.
I think the trailer stuff is what's interesting to me. That's
so
nuts.
It is, and then let me pull up right now. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, box office. Because at the time of recording, this is Wednesday.
Yep.
And so where are we at? So, worldwide.
At the time of recording.
At the time of recording.
Yep.
Spider-Man's been viewed for 6 days. Well, no, because most of it's Wednesday afternoon, which means Wednesday's numbers haven't actually taken account yet.
Sure.
Because everyone's going to see it tonight.
Yeah.
So in 5 days, it has done $1.05 billion. Normally, the question in Hollywood is, will a film reach $1 billion? And although more and more films do, it's still an exclusive club. It's still very much an exclusive club.
It is, because there's so many films that you assume will that don't, and so many that don't that do. You don't think so, but do.
So in the history of all of cinema,
sure,
roughly 64 films have made $1 billion.
Yep. Okay.
If a film ever gets lucky enough to make $1 billion, the question then becomes, is it remotely possible that this film could make 2?
Right. How many have hit the 2 threshold? Because that would substantially, if I had to guess, probably what, 10?
7.
7.
Only 7 films have ever made $2 billion. Right now, all of the box office analysts and the film pundits and the whoever
and the guy down the alley
are no longer asking, will this film reach $2 billion? Everyone's asking, when will it happen?
Sure.
How fast will it hit 2 billion?
It's nuts. In a word, yes or no. Like, this is all surprising. Was this much of a reception, both critically and financially, expected? Like, I know it's hard to say, but like, this is a surprising feat for sure.
Expected by who?
I guess just in general.
I think people realized it was going to be a big movie.
Sure. Yes.
It's the follow-up to No Way Home.
Yep. It's a summer blockbuster.
It's got Sadie Sink in it. Yep. It's the last film before Doomsday.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. No one You can't expect this will happen.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Yeah.
This is literally the equivalent. Literally. The numbers that it's done and what it's been able to pull off. Let's not forget that it's not only done these numbers, it's not only broken these records, it has broken these records while the Odyssey is still in the theaters.
Right.
Which is not just a Tom Holland's in both of them, Zendaya's in both of them, John Bernthal's in both of them.
Yep.
Has nothing to do with that. It has to do with there are only so many box office dollars to go around. Right. There is another box office juggernaut still in the theaters right now.
Sucking air.
Going, guys?
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock. Everyone's left my party. This was supposed to go on for another few hours. Like what's...
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
But it is the equivalent to if you said to me, hey, Brady, I'm going golfing tomorrow. And I would say, are you expecting to get hit by lightning while on the course? You can't, you don't, you don't
it's
expect
possible.
it. I guess it could happen.
Yeah.
It seems stupid, unlikely. But I'm not expecting that. No, are you expecting to get 6 hole-in-ones tomorrow? No, God, I wish I could. But let's be honest, that's not going to happen.
Right.
It's insane.
So to the film itself,
yes,
you have said this is your favorite of the 4. Of clearly all of them, but of the 4 Tom Hollands, obviously. Then,
yeah,
I'm curious to trace that with you because I don't know if I would say that. I think I might have to say the first for me. I really love the ground roots of the first one. The second one has some flaws for me. The third was a good film, but it was just such a fever dream of like everything that was around the third one and also what it meant. Like we were just kind of going back to theaters again. So it was like, yeah, we've got all these old friends showing up and we're in theaters. Like it was just kind of that perfect storm.
The first Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
While a fun, enjoyable film.
Sure.
Is the worst Tom Holland Spider-Man movie.
Why?
Because it is probably the worst Spider-Man movie. I'm not saying it's the worst movie with Spider-Man in it. But it is the worst Spider-Man movie. What does he do in that movie that is Spider-Man-y?
I think the thing
How many times do you see him swinging through the city? Not once. You don't see him swing through the city once. How many punches does Peter Parker land in that film?
Hold on, let me stop you there because I think
0.
Well, you do mention
Iron
the
Man
swings.
Jr. for the entire film.
Sure.
Because he has a suit, he's learning how to use the AI in a suit and different types of web shooters, and it's instant kill mode, and it's all of these things. I'm sorry, I didn't and then Tony shows up? I didn't realize we were watching an Iron Man movie. It is the worst. It's not the worst movie with Spider-Man in it.
Sure.
Objectively, Spider-Man 3 and Amazing Spider-Man 2 are worse. However...
hold on. I do want to say the web shooting is something of this film that I think was not matched before.
Oh my God,
the cinematography.
So the opening of this film where he's like diving off the things and
just even when he's swinging with MJ and just the shots and the colors. I will say in this movie, that is something that this movie does very well. But I would just say in the first one, what I found endearing was that it wasn't so MCU heavy. It wasn't we are in outer space heavy. But like I found it endearing. He's sitting on a Brooklyn train. He's helping women cross the road. Tony Stark shows up, but we're not watching Tony Stark sit in a chair, have flashbacks, looking at a ceiling, worrying about his brother. You know, like he's there for 5 seconds and then he's gone, right? You know, like that's the difference I'm finding.
And Happy Hogan and Avengers Tower.
Yeah, for literally a blink and you miss it moment. Like those scenes are
the whole
30
climax
seconds.
the whole third act is about Avengers Tower and about the plane that's leaving Avengers Tower, and that's what. Right, and they're all after Stark Tech. The film opens, and it's after the Battle of New York is the cleanup.
But those things aren't as like it's truly just a plane that's a plot point. I would.
What about this film? Because I agree,
Sure.
this feels more connected to the MCU.
Yep.
But what about this film for you? Because you said the whole Jean Grey thing, and I think that's a weak argument in terms of like approachability.
Sure.
Because every film you ever watch that has a villain in it that you haven't seen before has the task of setting up a new character and making you afraid of them and understand their motives and maybe even sympathize with them. Who knows? What else about this film feels too... You used the term MCU slop, and I want to circle back to that.
Okay.
What elements of this film are you referencing when you say MCU slop?
I think that there were the moments with MJ, the beginning, there's the high moments, and I think those were good. Where it came to a screeching halt for me was when Tom was in the sauna bath with Florence Pugh,
Black Widow, Yelena.
with when they go to, I'm going to call it the Ministry of Magic, whatever that building was, with the Department of Defense. Was that what it was?
The Department of Damage Control?
Yeah, that's it. For some reason, like those scenes and elements, just for some reason, the enthusiasm on my part came to a screeching halt.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I had a moment sitting there in the theater where I thought to myself, in the same way that I reacted when we found out that Michael Keaton was going to come back and be Batman again. Or that Michael Keaton was coming back and doing Beetlejuice again, which I wasn't crazy about that movie, but it's still like it was just like, what a time to be alive. The fact that right now Andy Serkis is friggin' on set directing and acting as Gollum and
he's directing. I wasn't.
Yeah, he's the
oh my
director.
gosh.
I had a moment sitting in the theater where I was like, what an insane thing that in the Department of Damage Control,
Sure.
I am seeing Spider-Man and the Punisher fighting the Hulk. Something that is like you could otherwise only ever get in a cartoon or on a comic book page, and it's happening here in live action, and holy shit, is it epic.
I'm going to use this as a transition point because I do want to start talking about good things about the movie. Because to me,
so far, all I have been. That's all we
I know you have. I want to join you.
I do have a bad thing, but
sure.
Yeah.
I do feel like that scene, like I can live without that iconicism of these three fighting, and where else could you find it? But I will take this point as a jumping off point. The chemistry between John and Spider-Man
amazing.
Is amazing.
Amazing.
And
second only to the chemistry between the Punisher and MJ, where she's like, I like him, right?
Yeah.
Where they're like, he's this guy with guns and claymores and all of this stuff, and she's like giving him lip.
I want to bring this up now. I think this is the best time to bring it up now because I've made a little list here, and for some aspect, I was trying to find a comparison of John Bernthal right now.
Yeah,
because he is, I would say, in this interesting point in his career where he is just on fire.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find a comparable, and I couldn't find the exact thing because his resume is now becoming so, I'd say, established. And
not compared to Tom Holland, but
sure. But, and he's never like the groom. He's kind of the groomsman in films.
Sure.
Like he's not usually the lead.
Are you feeling bitter about my upcoming wedding? You're married, you had your...
But this is going to be out of left field, but it kind of reminds me of the Tom Hardy run of the early 2010s. So someone who's never like the primary in a movie, but he's an absolute banger after banger. Well, listen, so you got Inception. Dark Knight Rises, I know, is a crap film, but the role is iconic. Mad Max Fury Road.
You're a crap film.
You've got The Revenant, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. And I'm looking at that and I'm kind of seeing the same thing in John Bernthal right now, where you've got Fury, Ford versus Ferrari, the Bear, obviously right now with the Odyssey, and with Spider-Man, I'll call it Spider-Man 4 for simplicity. It's interesting, like just
the
this
Punisher, The Last Rites. He had his own run as Punisher as well on Netflix.
Like he's in a really interesting point in his career where he's not the lead, but he's knocking out his roles.
Yeah.
He's found his niche, and it's not a typecast. He's just finding these. Wolf of Wall Street is another one. He's these kind of really great roles.
Is he in that?
He is. So I don't know. That just stood out to me when I was watching this, going, not only is their chemistry great, but obviously he is just vibing in this where he is in Hollywood right now.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think of a comparison, and I think it's the Tom Hardy. The closest I could think of anyway.
Okay.
But that is one amazing thing. Their chemistry was fantastic.
Absolutely. One negative thing.
I'm curious what it'll be.
And then all positive after that.
Sure.
The MacGuffin in this film sucks.
Like how so?
Because it's lazy and it breaks the MCU. And their only hope moving forward is to never, ever, 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 ever reference it ever again. And just pretend that didn't happen.
What do you mean? Like which?
Well, I mean, going to Bruce Banner at the university and saying, hey, theoretically, would it be possible to create such an inhibitor similar to yours that could control or shut down anyone's powers? And Bruce goes, yeah, theoretically, yeah, that could be possible. Okay, great. And he goes home.
Yeah.
And that evening builds it.
Yeah.
Just him
wills it into existence.
Mountain Dew and a 3D printer and all of a sudden we've got it, which now is ridiculous to think that it's the MCU. And so if such a thing were possible, then back in the mid to late 90s, Nick Fury would have the world's smartest scientists working on such a device. Right. Something that could shut down someone's powers if need be. So the fact that this idiot kid, I get Peter Parker's real smart, but
and he's
not Bruce Banner smart. He's not Tony Stark smart, right? Tony couldn't have done that in an evening. Bruce couldn't have done that in an evening. So the fact that he was able to do it, and now moving forward, the logical answer is, hey, someone's being a threat. Okay, let's just get close enough to them and pluck one of these onto their foreheads, and then boom, done. Their powers are gone.
Right.
And now we can just arrest them. So it was lazy that in an afternoon, Peter Parker put that together. It was lazy writing.
Just need an anti-static mat.
Yeah, it was just lazy writing and causes issues moving forward in the MCU.
Sure.
I'm guessing they'll just never reference it.
We will never speak of it again.
Ever. But positive things. I mean, you talk about not enough like focus on MJ, and I disagree entirely. I think that's 2/3 of this film is, whether it's MJ behind the curtain on the bed while he's working on the thing, or it's maybe the greatest scene in all of the MCU, which is Peter in the Spider-Man suit sitting building Legos with Ned.
That was cute. That worked.
Or the, be careful, Peter, as he's swinging out the window to go do whatever. But the craziest scene, the punch you in the throat, rip your heart out, kick you in the groin, pull all except for one tooth kind of scene.
Yep.
Was that moment where we are all feeling warm and fuzzy and have tears in our eyes.
Sure.
I cried so much during this movie. Tears in our eyes
More than number 3?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tears in our eyes because MJ remembers Peter.
Mm.
And not only does MJ remember Peter, but this is the moment where we first truly understand the isolation. When we see Tom Holland's greatest acting moment to date, by the way, is this scene up on the rooftop where he is...
I'm not saying it was a bad scene, but I'm not sure if it's the
where
best.
he's destroyed.
Yeah.
And crying, and the last 4 years, because it's been 4 years.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
The last 4 years are suddenly over. And oh my God, I've missed you. And just to be revealed that it's Jean.
I think the two things from a story, not from a story, like I agree, this is good. The thing that bothered me was how we were to have empathy for Sadie, where I just find it fundamentally flawed in some characters. And this isn't a critique on the movie. It's a critique on why I don't feel empathy for some villains. Of we are to feel empathy for someone who's had someone murdered and she is upset about that wrongdoing.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a bit hypocritical where that's not murder what she did to Peter, clearly. But you did him dirty. Like, that is a dirty move.
Right.
That did him dirty. And so I can get past that. But it just is a jumping off point. You're bringing that up. That you did him dirty there.
So.
And I will just say, you also killed people.
Yes, but.
That bothers me.
But let's focus on why. She's a kid.
Sure.
She is a kid who has had...
In the context, like, how old are we to say she is? Approximately. Just ballpark. Like
well, I have no idea.
17, 29.
How old is Jean Grey supposed to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Because, yeah, I mean, that context is important. Is she truly, like, a teenager?
She's 16.
So
she's 16 years old. Has had both parents, at least her mother.
I think...
Wait, no, hang on.
No, but I think you're right. The age...
Has had both parents, at very least her mother, discard her and her sister, then had her sister violently taken away from her, and...
The age changes it.
And has powers to do something about it.
The age changes it,
So it's teenage angst with telepathic and telekinetic abilities.
It's not a grown adult.
No.
It's not a grown adult. That is key.
This is teen angst.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
from a character perspective, doesn't justify it.
Fucked up childhood.
Doesn't justify it, but it does explain it. She is truly a kid. She's truly a kid. Yeah. Okay, I will retract that part. She still did Peter dirty.
How many
still did Peter dirty?
Oh, yeah. How many 16-year-olds that have had, like,
trauma,
a bully at school that punches them or shoves them into a locker or does whatever.
Sure.
As that bully's walking away, they've visualized something...
Throat punch.
Yeah, something awful happening to this person. Because you just hate them so much and they make your life miserable and everything's awful, or, you know, your stupid stepmom or whatever it is, right? That a kid imagines something bad happening to. And it's a fleeting thought, and we grow up, and most of us that aren't on death row get past that. However, when you're a kid and you picture those things, but when you picture those things, you can make them happen without that time to cool down, without that time to...
regulating.
Yeah.
As a kid, because we didn't go to school together, were you... And I don't mean this... I'm actually just curious.
You just don't remember.
Did you?
You don't remember punching me or pushing me into that locker.
I chose not to remember it. Did you ever get shoved in a locker as a kid?
No, but I mean, I think like the lockers at my school weren't very big.
Wouldn't allow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
We got bullied lots, though.
Did you?
Oh gosh, yes. Bullied nonstop.
Kids are dumb, man.
Yeah.
I did too.
I've had so many. It's funny because, like, I've had many people as adults, like people who were dicks in school that like come up to me as an adult and they're like,
I'm sorry,
dude, I was so stupid back then. And sometimes like some of them I'm like,
you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
We were kids and yeah, it really sucked. And yeah, it like probably caused some, like I've got baggage.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of, and others I'm like, kick rocks. Like, go to hell. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no, I think that scene's incredible. I think the action in this is phenomenal. Especially the fighting.
The opening sequence, I'll classify. Yeah.
Especially the fighting, and the director cited, you know, they're like, we took a lot of inspiration from the PlayStation games.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Right? Like just Spider-Man finishers. And so Spider-Man's fighting in this is better than Spider-Man's fighting's ever been. It feels so Spider-Man-y.
Right.
It is just a great film through and through, and I cannot wait to watch it again. In theaters.
I was just going to say, are you going to in theaters?
Definitely. Definitely.
Oh, man.
It's so fucking good, man. It's so good. It is in the top 5 MCU films. Easy. I might be able to whittle that into top 3. I'd have to.
I mean,
I'd
you
have
kind
to
of
sit
have
and
to
think about it.
You have to. If you're saying it's best Spider-Man ever, I think it should be in your top 5 somewhere in MCU.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got like, you've got 4 other Avengers movies. You've got Captain America Civil War. You've got Captain America the Winter Soldier. You've got Thor Ragnarok. You've got, right? Like there's some heavy hitters in there.
Sure.
There are some real heavy hitters. You've got the Guardians of the Galaxy films, right? Like there's some big stuff.
Speaking of big stuff, or for me, lack of big stuff, I found the post-credit scene underwhelming.
I mean, I think it's probably a Secret Wars, because there's no word right now that he's in Doomsday.
Okay.
So I think it's probably a Secret Wars teaser.
Okay.
That he's in space again. It doesn't make a ton of sense, because my understanding of the Spidey tracker is the way it works is someone sees Spider-Man and then updates the
logs
app.
It.
So who's in space
to report it?
Seeing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Rocket Raccoon's got the Spidey tracker app.
I mean,
he might.
Anything
else before we score this thing?
No, I think I'm ready to score it.
On a scale of 0 to 10, sir, how would you rank Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I think I'm going. I don't want to be too hard on it, because at the end of the day, there's some really good stuff in here. And I think just the thing I would say is I wanted to see a little bit more when we see him like leaning against a laundry machine, bruised up emotionally, physically. I just want more of that. I want less.
We got so much.
But I want, I know we get some, but I want to pull back some of what I found MCU filler and some of the saddies,
but he is in the MCU.
I know.
He is in this universe with all these other, and every time one of these films comes out and half of New York gets destroyed, people always go, where the hell was Spider-Man during all this?
I would say, you know what? You hit it. One of the most dynamite scenes was him doing Lego as Spider-Man with his friends.
Yeah.
In a rom-com, you don't just get one scene of the meet cute and then that's the end of the movie. Like I could have used more, hey, we're doing other things together. Hey, we're delving into a little bit more of some unresolved things emotionally. So that's all I will say. Give more screen time to that. I could have used less screen time on other things.
You're also not caught up on MCU stuff.
I'm not.
And so
nor do I think I need to be for a Spider-Man movie. But I get what you're saying.
But a Spider-Man movie set in the MCU, right?
It's a tough catch-22,
that's like
right?
saying,
an Odyssey film not set in Greek mythology. Like they go hand in hand.
This is the world it takes place in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like watching Batman 1989 with Michael Keaton versus Batman Batman v Superman.
Sure.
And being like, but not having watched Man of Steel and being like, who the fuck's this guy? right? Or watching The Flash, right? And not understanding what the world that you're in is this machine that keeps moving.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to give it a 7. I might revisit that at some point in my life. I think it's good. Could have been better. Could have been much worse. And what a fun ride it has been for Tom Holland.
7. What's interesting is, like, in the same way that someone would say, oh, knowing stuff about the MCU is a prerequisite for seeing this film and blah, blah, blah. The last Spider-Man movie we got, there was literally 5 unrelated Spider-Man movies that was the reading that you had to do to fully appreciate.
The only thing I'd
movie.
argue is you have to be well versed in Spider-Man to see a Spider-Man movie versus being well versed in MCU to see
all of Spider-Man
movie.
Ever.
I know. I'm just saying there's a bit of a differentiation. What did you give this puppy out of 10?
9.5.
You loved it. You're drinking the Kool-Aid.
This is amazing.
I mean,
it's a better film than The Odyssey. This is the best Tom Holland movie this year.
Oh my gosh.
Easy.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, but wow.
His acting in this is certainly better.
Oh my gosh.
The one-note performance in The Odyssey versus all of the turmoil that Peter Parker goes through in this film.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Turmoil? Is Uncle Ben on a 20-year voyage? No, Uncle Ben's dead. You know, see a therapist, get over it. I mean, what happens in The Odyssey? I think we'll have to agree to disagree.
I really hope you never go 4 years where nobody remembers you. Give me 20 years on a boat.
It's a spring break in comparison.
Easy. Give me 7 years on an island with Charlize Theron. I mean,
That's different.
Why are we pity partying? Man. Go home to Anne Hathaway. Okay.
The old ball and chain.
Wrap it up.
Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to below. It means so much to us. It costs nothing for you, but it means the world for us. Let us know what you think. Please comment on everyone that I've offended through the MCU today. Check out our socials below: Facebook, Instagram, X. Our most active are Instagram and Facebook, but check them all out, and check out our Patreon page below, a way for you to support the show and a way for us to give you some perks back. And until next time.
Yeah, please shit talk Pete in the comments, but don't dislike the video, because I'm speaking truth here.
Yes, sure.
Don't punish me.
Sure.
But yeah, no, dude, take him to the fucking cleaners.